I'm Nina.
I'm Sanch.
And welcome to
Why We Hate Ourselves. So this is the podcast where we break down in tears.
But also break down how different social realities actually make us hate ourselves. Wow.
Exciting.
So hi Sanch, I'm so excited. Are you?
Yes, definitely. This is our first podcast together.
First podcast and more to come. Exciting. Alright, so basically, naisip ko na we should start our shows by asking how each other is doing. So I
Okay.
decided that we should ask what our numbers are. So when I ask, Sanch, what's your number? You're basically gonna tell me how your day was, how it went, and rate it from 1 to 10.
Okay. I can do that.
10 is
the
highest.
best.
Yeah,
Okay,
highest.
the best.
Okay.
So today, it was a normal day. Like, I'd probably give it a solid 8.
Mm-hmm. Wow,
Like,
okay.
Yeah, I think it was a normal, like as I said, it was a normal day. But then I still had a good time, and
Uh-huh.
that's what matters.
What did you do?
I went to the gym, got that serotonin,
Yes.
that blood pumping, and then I actually got my first class today. I hope my prof isn't watching this. I mean, listening to this. And I met up with my friend, and we basically like got coffee together. And it
Oh, you
was-
love coffee.
Yeah, I love coffee. So it was a good time overall. And then I just went to class after with you.
Yeah, with me. So, yeah, I think I
How-
basically had a pretty chill day, I guess. Yeah, we did go to the same class. That was in the afternoon.
Yeah.
But my Fridays start late, so I got to sleep in today, which is always
That's
a good
nice.
time. But I guess I would give this day a 7? A 7?
Okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah, I mean, it was really uneventful. But I think what did not make it the best was this morning when I woke up, I found I found that I was growing a new pimple.
Oh man.
Yeah, and it was so frustrating because ano ba? Well, I have a concert to watch tomorrow.
Okay.
So, obviously, we want to look good.
Yeah.
But also, it was kind of sad because my skin was just clearing up from a previous acne breakout that I had. So, it was kind of frustrating because I've been having more acne breakouts during college as compared to high school. And a lot of my friends and my family tell me na, oh, maybe it's because of stress or like I don't sleep, I don't get enough
Enough.
sleep. Which is not
Wrong.
wrong.
It's not wrong.
It's not wrong. It's not wrong. But also in high school, that didn't used to happen. So, kind of frustrating, but we get through it and yeah. So
Yeah,
that was
actually,
my
like,
day.
sobrang sakto yung experience mo
Yeah.
today. Sa pag-uusapan natin in
I
this...
think they know the title.
Yeah, this day's episode. So, today we'll be talking about the beauty standards, and together we will be answering the question, why am I ugly?
So yeah, it's kind of crazy to think kasi sometimes you just wake up and you're like, wow, I am such a queen today.
Right?
Like, I'm
I look so
pretty
beautiful.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then you sleep and then the next day you're just kind of like,
What
"Shucks, ano nangyari? Oo, ganun,
Yeah.
ganun nga. Parang, bakit ang pangit ko today?
Yeah.
And it's so weird. Parang, nothing happened naman. You literally
Yeah,
just
natulog
slept.
lang.
Oh. And then you wake up completely hating yourself and you're like, your self-esteem is like at an all-time low. So, it's just weird to think that that happens so quickly and so easily. But why do you think that happens, Bea?
Well, for sure, I've had a lot of like days that
Mm-hmm.
I've felt super ugly, and like, I ask myself that question
Yeah.
all the time. Why am I ugly? And well, it doesn't help that like the moment I wake up, check ko agad phone ko, and the first thing I
Okay.
open, of course, is like social media, Twitter, Facebook, and from there palang, the first thing I see are like posts of
Selfies.
selfies of all these people na parang just woke up, but then they look
so
perfect,
pretty.
right? So, it doesn't help that in social media, everyone really puts their like best foot forward.
Yeah.
Everyone tries to look their best, and we immediately compare ourselves with how these people present themselves.
Yeah, it's true. And it's so unfair kasi minsan mapapaisip ko na lang, are they really that perfect? Like,
Yeah.
parang they take like no effort at all into
Yeah.
like making themselves look pretty. But then you're kind of just left thinking also that are they really perfect?
Yeah.
Because obviously they're not. Like we know that. And they're human. But it's a lot. I think it's also the influencer culture, I guess, na parang they have sort of normalized looking that beautiful because they seem to be that beautiful
Right.
all the time, which is crazy.
Because it's their job, right? To
Yeah.
look pretty. Yeah.
It is. They're actually paid to look pretty. And at the same time, they sort of become a standard of beauty na rin, I guess. Na
Yeah.
parang whatever you see on them, it's just like, oh, I have to like copy that or be like her to be considered pretty, ganon.
Yeah, like, most influencers or even people, like when they post a photo of them wearing a super cool like shirt, or if they're wearing like super like yung concealer nila, sasabihin nila na my skin looks clear because of
Yeah,
this
yeah,
concealer.
yeah.
You're like, I want it.
Yeah,
I
that's
want it.
true.
Yeah.
Naalala ko tuloy in one of our classes, Common 40.
Wow. Come on for
We're listening. Yeah, I remember we discussed advertising.
Yes.
Do you
Is
remember
this the
that?
stealth advertising?
Yes, self-advertising. We read this reading by Eleanor Agulto. And basically, the gist of it was like how stealth advertising has this tendency to make consumers think that they need whatever they see, which is pretty dangerous because then it kind of leads them to believe that they have to buy this thing even though they don't actually need it.
Yeah, and I think it's because like sobrang perfect nga, and it talagang like these influencers, these stealth advertisements, they really hit us at our like
Pain points.
our pain points, our most like
Or insecure.
our insecurities, and we just end up caving in
Yeah.
and actually buying these things to fit that standard.
Yeah, and I remember it was also mentioned how it kind of stealth advertising kind of makes us believe that these products are actually what we need to address our problems, to solve our problems, like our insecurity issues. When I think it's kind of the opposite.
Yeah,
like they fuel it in a
Yeah,
way.
they worsen it.
Yeah,
and
they worsen
we
it.
just end up feeling worse about ourselves.
Yeah, and we just end up buying and buying and buying and buying.
Yeah.
But nothing really changes. Like it doesn't change the way we actually perceive ourselves.
That's true.
So yeah, I guess that's a lot to take
Yeah,
in.
it is a lot.
But before we continue talking about advertising and standards of beauty and stuff like that, Sanj, do you hear that?
Ooh, I do hear that.
I think it's time for What's News? Okay, so a few days ago, Victoria's Secret announced that they would not be doing their annual runways anymore, like their annual Victoria's Secret fashion shows anymore.
Ooh, ito yung may wings.
May wings,
yeah.
yes. Yung may musical performances.
Right.
Yun. And the reason behind this was that they said that this marketing scheme of theirs isn't actually effective in terms of translating into the revenues that they get for their lingerie. So basically, hindi na sila kumikita from it. So they didn't see the point in continuing about it anymore. So it was really interesting also because, it's on Twitter a lot because
Yeah.
a lot of people on Twitter actually like watching these shows and they actually look forward to it. Pero there were a lot of people saying that it was actually like Victoria's Secret's fault also. Like they brought this upon themselves kasi they didn't listen to the people's calls of like being more diverse or
Yeah.
being more inclusive in terms of the models that they put into the fashion shows. So what do you think?
Well, actually, like, gets ko yung pinanggagalingan ng Victoria's Secret and why they'd cancel it. Because
Yeah.
personally, I've watched like one or two of them, and
like whole. I
no,
haven't even
I
watched
think I've
anything
watched just
I
like
have
portions
never.
also.
Yeah.
Because I just watched like for the songs, for the performances, and then also to see like these pretty people, and I'll just be like,
Yeah.
wow, they're so pretty. But I don't actually watch it and then end up wanting to buy like lingerie or a bra from them after. So I get how the runway show actually really doesn't translate to
Yeah.
revenue. And I think it's good that in social media we kind of have a space now for people to voice out their thoughts and how they demand na rin the representation and diversity.
I saw this one tweet nga that said they compare the secret fashion show to Rihanna's Savage fashion show under
Oh.
Fenty Beauty, because she also released like a lingerie line. And they were saying how, they were comparing how different it is. Because in Rihanna's fashion show, you really can see the difference. Like her models were of different body types, body sizes, ethnicities, ganyan. So I guess it feels really empowering to see that as well, because you like seeing yourself being represented.
Yeah, I definitely agree na when you don't see yourself like or someone who looks like you
Yeah.
like on social media or in media, you don't really feel
Included.
yeah, you don't feel included. But then sometimes when I think about, brands like Fenty
Yeah.
that really boast about being inclusive and diverse,
Uh-huh.
don't you sometimes think that the diversity like that the diversity trend in a
Trend.
sense is kind of a marketing ploy?
Well, I think that's an interesting thing to talk about. Like, it's always been an issue naman, I guess, in advertising also. Like, with how they use advocacies also.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think it really still depends on the context. I mean, obviously, this topic alone would require like a whole separate podcast
Yeah.
episode. But I think the thing that I liked about this is it's more important to recognize how consumers are actually more aware now of what they purchase and why they purchase these things.
Yeah,
So
for
obviously, the effect of people not buying Victoria's Secret products after watching these fashion shows can't necessarily be attributed only to like them not liking the styles of the bras or stuff like that, but also them knowing na it's not enough to convince them, especially if they don't see themselves as stakeholders actually in like these companies' products and stuff like that.
Yeah, and when you don't see yourselves nga, like when you don't see someone who looks like you walking down that
Yeah.
runway, you end up just hating yourself, and it doesn't necessarily immediately equate to you wanting to buy that product.
Exactly. And I think that's the thing that a lot of advertisers still don't realize, na
Yeah.
consumers are actually becoming more smart,
Yeah, like
or more
self-aware, in a
self-aware,
sense.
responsible,
Yeah.
in their purchases, which is good because obviously it means that we're also learning.
Yeah. Wow, we're growing.
We're
learning.
growing. That's
Character
right.
development.
Character development, exactly. So now, just to break the ice for a bit, because
Okay.
it's really been a
Serious.
serious
Yeah.
podcast so far. I decided to play a game, Sanj. Are you up to play my game?
Yes.
So hopefully
Yeah,
this game
let's
is gonna
go.
be like a mainstay in our programs.
Okay.
Just to kind of mellow things down a bit. So we call this game Rate What You Hate.
Oh, is it okay?
Okay,
so
rate what
do
you
we do?
hate.
What
So
do we
it's
do
kind
here?
of in theme with our whole show.
Right.
But basically, I'm gonna give you 3 items or situations or people, and you just have to rank them in order. So start with the thing you hate the least.
Least,
So
okay.
meaning, siguro the thing you can tolerate the most.
Okay.
And then the thing you hate the most.
Okay. But
So,
you have to answer it also.
but okay, sige.
Yeah.
All right. I made them, but okay. So
Oh.
I'm gonna mention the.
Okay.
I'm gonna mention it. So, here are the 3 things you're gonna rate. Alright, so first, Duterte. Second, entering a coffee shop and then seeing that there are no seats available. And then the last one is having a prof that doesn't announce that it's free cut.
Oh. Okay. Well, there's no doubt that Duterte's number one, the one I hate most. But anyway, okay, let's start from which I hate least. I think I would hate the one I would hate least is like a prof who doesn't announce free cut.
Oh, really?
Yeah, cause like in the end, if you enter and then it's free cut, at least it's free cut. There's still
Okay.
like something kind of good about it. Although of course you wasted commuting or
Yeah.
going
Effort
to
to
school.
go to school.
But then I don't know. I feel like it's not too bad.
Yeah.
And then the second thing is going in a coffee shop
And
and
not
not having a
having a
seat
seat.
because
I knew it.
yeah, if you guys know me, I love
She lives in coffee shops.
yeah,
guys.
it's my second home.
Yeah.
That's where I study. That's where I do my that everything. I do it there.
Yeah.
And I just, yeah, like, you know, when you enter Starbucks wanting to go to that specific spot with the outlets, but then all of them are occupied, how am I supposed to study now? So, yeah, that's, yeah. And then, of course, I hate the most Duterte.
All
Because,
right. Yes.
you know, well,
What's the love?
yeah, what's the love?
What's the love?
Yeah.
I
How about
guess
you?
same.
Same?
Okay. No, not same. I'd switch the
Okay.
coffee shop and the free cut.
Okay.
Mainly because I don't study outside.
In coffee shops,
I don't
yeah.
study in coffee shops. So I don't mind. I just find like a new place or go
Okay.
home. But
Okay,
yeah, so
like-
it's least is coffee shop and then free cut because yeah, you made a good point. Like I really do have to go to school. Like it is my
Yeah.
responsibility. So might as well. And at least you get to hang out with your friends
Right.
if it's free
Yeah.
cut. And then of course, my least tolerable, my hatest, Tatay Dico.
Not even a tatay, the worst.
All right. So thanks for playing with me, Sanj. Hope
course.
you had fun.
Yeah, lots of fun.
And hopefully you guys are also having fun so far. For those who just tuned in, we'll wrap things up for you. So Bea Sancho, take us home. Why am I ugly?
Well, the answer to that, Nina Liu, is you aren't ugly. We aren't ugly, guys. It's the consumerist society we live in and the capitalist intentions of advertisers that make us feel ugly, and it's even further amplified by social media.
That's right. And the culture that social media perpetuates. The
Right.
culture of like having to look pretty and perfect all the time. Which, is not true. You should never feel pressured to do that because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that all of y'all who are listening are actually very beautiful. And actually, I just want to reference again the reading that I mentioned a while ago. And it said there also how advertising or self-advertising can actually develop the mindset that consumerism is a value. Which is pretty crazy to think kasi isipin mo yun, Sanch. Pinaperahan na tayo ng mga taong to. Tapos, pinapa-insecure pa nila tayo. Gusto
The
mo
scam.
yun?
Grabe. It's whack.
It's a scam, guys. Sana masaya sila. Pero yun, sana masaya rin kayo. And I hope you really guys do believe that you guys, are not ugly.
Yeah. You're all beautiful.
That's right. You are. And, for anyone who hasn't seen Bea Sancho in real life, I just want to reassure y'all that she is actually very beautiful.
Oh God.
She's crying.
But, just want to tell y'all as well, if it isn't obvious already, Nina Liu is beautiful and wonderful. Yeah, so...
As are we all, right, Sanj? Regardless of what capitalist or consumerist people say. But yes, basically that is it for this episode.
Wow.
So thank you guys so much for tuning in to episode 1 of Why We Hate Ourselves with me, Nina Liu.
And me, Sanch.
Hopefully you guys had fun and make sure to watch out for our next breakdown session / therapy
Therapy.
therapy
Yes.
session coming soon in episode 2. So yeah, we'll see you guys then. Bye.
Bye.